news and reviews, man. Y'all know how we do, man. We back with another one. It's your boy
Yes,
Roger.
sir. Yes, sir. It is the home of hip hop news and cultural commentary. Where would we be if we didn't talk about Puff Daddy, Diddy, Love, as he's known to some people? Apparently, Diddy wants to elevate the black economy with the launch of Empower Global. I guess this is an app to help people find black owned businesses. This was brought to my attention by you, Bob. Hip Hop
Mm.
DX has a nice little write up about it. Uh, I just want to quickly remind everybody hit the like button, hit the subscribe button before we take a closer look at this nigga Diddy. Because I'm going to say early off, I'm not really buying it too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really feeling Diddy too much these days. But let's go, man. Diddy has announced the launch of a new marketplace for black business and cultures worldwide. And on Wednesday, just yesterday, Puff took to Instagram to share a video in which he discussed the details of his latest business venture, Empower Global. Let's hear from his mouth. Boy, Diddy got something to say. You know he ain't gonna say nothing crazy. This is about a app, so we can play it and still get monetized. Let's hear from his mouth.
Welcome to Empowered Global, a new marketplace launching today for black businesses and customers worldwide. With the launch of Empowered Global, our goal is to provide a platform for black businesses to reach a global audience and empower customers to support and shop the best black-owned brands in beauty, fashion, art, and lifestyle. We want to elevate the black economy by creating opportunities for black entrepreneurs to build and scale successful businesses. Real economic empowerment means providing people with access, opportunity, and resources. It means us understanding the power of our dollar and keeping that money circulating in our communities. We were inspired by the story of Black Wall Street, where Black unity proved to be successful. We were inspired by what can be built when we support each other and invest in our communities. Empowered Global will be the biggest Black-owned marketplace where customers can discover products exclusively created by Black entrepreneurs. This is our Black Wall Street. This is our Black Main Street. This platform will fund and fuel the Black economy. It's essential for us to support and empower each other to create real change in this world. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can empower each other and transform our communities. Together, we can build a more inclusive and empowering future. The time for action is now. Visit empoweredglobal.shop today. Love.
Yeah, man. How you felt about that?
Feel like Diddy he trying to put his thing. He trying to have his sales pitch on having a platform for people. I
Yeah.
mean, no different from what's your boy Elon Musk or what's the other guy?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah,
Uh,
everybody wants you on their platform. I think
is
let
it gonna
Diddy
be
do his
like that? Is
thing.
it gonna be like a social media thing? I wasn't very
An app
clear
where you
on
can
that.
interact with, So
Black owned businesses.
go do your thing,
Um,
Diddy. Ain't yeah, man. I salute him, man. I hope it, works out. I hope it's good. I hope it, it's a platform that what he say
yeah,
come true, in my
this is the
opinion.
first time we heard of him since he was going through it with his partnership with
The
The
watermelon gate.
UK liquor brand Diageo. Some say he got fired from Diageo. Some say they're parting ways. Diddy is alleging racism against them. Said he's going to be selling liquor door to door, like he knows from back when he was on the block. So now we have him here with this. I think it does sound good on the surface, but there were some things that really concerned me about what Diddy said. He said something about keeping the black dollar circulating.
Okay.
Do you know how much the black dollar circulates in the neighborhood, or black neighborhood, or just in the black community?
Now,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the metrics of it now. Do you?
I actually don't. And I don't even know how we would figure something like that out. But the reason why I bring it up is that's one of those myths in the black community. You'll hear that, oh, the black dollar only circulates in the black community for this amount of minutes, but the Chinese people, it's all of that stuff is made up. I implore you, folks out there,
Well,
look it up, see if it's a real thing. If you do your due diligence, you'll see that it's not. And a lot of what he's saying is outdated information. There's a lot of people out there like Diddy, like Oprah, people like that that have black people thinking that individual success means that we're gonna do better as a whole, and that's not the case at all. We see people like Diddy on TV and ball players and stuff like that, but the racial wealth gap is actually wider than ever. And investing in black businesses, black banks, none of that stuff is really going to help us because it's deeper than uh, individual failures. We've had things like black codes, black laws, the Tulsa, Oklahoma thing, which they just denied a lawsuit for, by the way. This accumulated failure over time, that's our big problem. Until we get involved with politics and try to make for different policies and a huge transfer of wealth, all of this stuff just sounds good. It might make you feel good, but it doesn't really mean much at all. Um,
well, I'm gonna go to say, right, we can't calculate. No one can, give an accurate number on how much the dollar actually circulate, but we can know that we can count black people spending, and our spending is high, and it's high in on the brands and on corporations that is not, too much, because we don't have the voice and we don't have the resource to have that, like a brand like a Nike or any of these type other brands that, we put a lot of our dollars to. What did they say, like 1.6 trillion a year is our
I don't know. That's another metric that I don't care about either. Uh,
yeah.
Black spending doesn't really do anything to say about how much money black people have. Uh, the data shows that over the last 30 years, even as individual black Americans have increased success, the overall wealth gap has widened. I'm reading from an Axios quote. As of 2016, 15% of white families were millionaires, according to the latest data from the Fed, compared to 7% in the Fed's 1992 survey of consumer finances. So this is what it gets to. The percentage of black households worth more than 1 million rose from 1% in 1992 to a little less than 2% in 2016. That's it rose from 1% to 2% from 1992 to 2016. Meanwhile, in 2016, 15% of white families are millionaires. An app ain't gonna save us. It's really not. And even investing in the stuff like that, like these myths, these fairy tales, this magical thinking, that's part of the problem. Really. And this is not just me making stuff up. This stuff is well researched. It's in the Federal Reserve data, Department of Labor, Department of Commerce. There's professional studies on this kind of stuff. I took the time to read up just one. I just picked one out of a bunch, but there's an Axios article from 2020 that states 10 myths about the racial wealth gap. Um, it's very well researched. I implore anybody to go ahead and look at it. But a lot of the myths include education. They'll tell you to go to school. A lot of people I know come back with debt. Not to say that you can't be successful, but another one that we fall for is uh, the growth of wealth through personal responsibility. There's a lot of research on that's not going to work because black people being broke or being in a bad position is not due to personal failures. Home ownership ain't going to do it. They say wealth is what leads to home ownership. Individual accomplishment, that ain't going to do it. So it's a lot to read through here. It's not going to really fit the scope of what we do here in the 15 minutes, but there's a lot of data on that kind of stuff. And when you see entertainers and stuff like that, maybe when they're pushing stuff like this, maybe their heart is in the right place. Maybe. But sometimes they're taking advantage of us because they know that we're desperate. Diddy, there's no doubt that Diddy's going to make a lot of money from this app. Will it help black entrepreneurs? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have no high hopes for it though.
Mm.
I don't. I've seen stuff like this before, and it's like I don't get that. I don't get that. Will we?
But you also got to look at it like
Okay,
this.
come on.
There are a lot of businesses, right?
Yeah,
Like you're saying, there are a lot of businesses, and these guys can actually put marketing dollars out, right? So what if Diddy had something to where, for marketing, you could kind of get more eyeballs and, a lot more sales going on than when you would, dealing with the big boys and having to compete with, all the
I don't
regular.
know. I mean, that could be possible if it was like that. I'm
Right.
not sure. Let me ask you this: we're talking about black-owned businesses, right? If I wanted to
Yeah.
buy a black-owned liquor, do you think that Diddy's liquor should be on there? Knowing what we know about what he got going on with Diageo, does that count as a black-owned business?
Yeah. Definitely count as a black owned business. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, if you could just be the face of something and white people really own it, you feel me? And that's a
I
black
mean,
owned business. I
Ciroc.
already see a problem with it.
Yeah, we got to manufacture. You right? We don't have
That's
those
that's
manufacturing.
that's
That's
what
what
that's all
something
I'm
that we
trying to
could
say. You know what I'm saying? And then he
get
talking
into.
about making the black dollar circulate. A lot of us, soon as we pay rent or something like that, pay a card note, the money go right back out. You know what I'm saying? Like how would we really keep the dollar circulating just because it's entrepreneurs in the space when we don't own the land that the cows are on, and like we're not selling like milk or something like that, or like grains or something that's a real resource. This is just like gig economy type stuff. This is not real manufacturing or real. It's not ownership in a real way. I think that our energy would be better use getting involved with policy change. Getting involved with politics and stuff like that. Nobody really wants to do that. That's not fashionable to say, but this is not enough. It sounds like a hustle to me. I'm not buying. I'm not buying.
Mm.
You know, I don't see the real in. I'll leave my mind open to being changed, but this is looking like a money grab to me. It don't seem like this is gonna be the. And then I didn't even like that little commercial. He was struggling to read off that teleprompter. He wasn't really speaking from the heart. It's like they just put that in front of him and was like, "Yo, I'm not feeling this at all. I'm not feeling his lawsuit. Not feeling the commercial. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if I even
Yeah.
want to limit my consumerism to that. I don't know if I want to just know about the black business. I don't think that this platform is even going to be bigger than a TikTok or a Threads or a Facebook. So why do I really need to go on this and just get nothing but black people that's trying to spend bread with me? I might be better off just on the other media
You may be better
platforms.
off
But
for all of them. Yeah,
listen, all of it could work. I'm not saying that you can't win.
Yeah,
Anywhere you could catch a lick, catch
you're
it.
right. You got to
But
catch you, boy.
he talking like this going, it just the way he was talking, it felt like a hustle, man. But y'all chime in and let us
Okay.
know, man.
Yeah,
I
y'all
could
let us know
be,
what y'all
yeah,
think.
let me know if
You
I'm
already don't
tweaking.
even like Diddy. Already don't even.
I'm not being, I'm
You
not
got
really
a
putting
little
a personal
bias
thing.
towards Billy
Listen, I could really
Diddy.
go in on Diddy. You know what I'm saying? As much
Right.
as I used to listen
Yeah.
to No Way Out on repeat, and I like the raps, I like what he does with Carisha. I love all of that. But I could have some harsh criticism for Diddy too. I was showing restraint. I kept it to really just this and his recent legal stuff. I'm not
Yeah.
feeling it. And I'm not
Got
I'm not being personal
you. Ain't
about
nothing
it.
wrong with
I'm
that.
looking at
Yeah.
it objectively. And if you want to find out more information about myths and the racial wealth gap, look up Sandy Darity. Look up the work of Yvette Carnell, Antonio Moore. They do far better research than me on this kind of stuff. But I've been following that kind of thing for years and years. And this is outdated stuff, man. But y'all chime in, let us know what y'all think. It's Shrewd
Hey.
News and Reviews.